Lindsay Perry is back with us again from Senior Life Solutions, and we were talking exactly what the services are. It's a brand new service at McCune Brooks that you guys just got started in June, and it sounds like the response so far has been fairly good for you.
Yes, it's been wonderful, and we just keep wanting to get out there and reach more people in the community.
Well, I think we need to tell people exactly what Senior Life Solutions is.
Well, it is an intensive outpatient therapy program for adults that are 60 and over. We help patients that are, suffering with depression, anxiety, or just adjusting to the age process, grief, loss issues, the loss of a spouse or family members. We often see people that are having, not major depression, but some symptoms of depression because they have suffered a loss.
Well, I think, as we get older, a lot of times there is that focus on your actual physical health, and a lot of times I think the mental health gets forgotten.
Right, and the mental health is a huge part of it because often when we have these physical illnesses, mental health goes right alongside of that, because when you're feeling well mentally and emotionally, you can often take care of your physical issues a lot better, and sometimes those physical issues are what are actually causing the depressive symptoms. So, if you get a diagnosis of an illness that maybe it's terminal or something that you have to struggle with for the rest of your life, that might cause you to feel depressed.
And what are some of the signs that people should be on the lookout for depression?
Well, you definitely, if anyone reports feeling depressed, that is a big sign right there. But also the things that you want to be looking for are isolation, withdrawing from family, not doing some of the activities that they used to do, kind of losing that pleasure of life, changes in personality, crying spells. And what's really interesting about older adults too is often when they're feeling depressed, they might not necessarily say, I feel sad or I feel depressed, but instead have a lot of physical complaints. I'm achy, I just don't feel good, things along those lines. And sometimes that actually is a sign of depression if there's not really a medical reason. It could just be that they're not feeling well mentally, and that causes us not to feel good physically.
Well, and sometimes you do have that stigma, though, still involved with depression, that people just don't want to admit that that's a problem.
Right, yeah, there's, people think that it's something to be ashamed of, and the truth is it's not. Depression, anxiety, these mental health issues, it's the same as physical illnesses. You have to get in there and you have to treat it. And there's 80% success rate when you do treat these illnesses. So it's important that people get the help that they need and it doesn't go untreated, because they can have a better quality of life.
Well, and like you mentioned, a lot of times the physical well-being and your mental well-being kind of work together. So, if one's out of balance, that could cause the other one to get a little out of balance.
Absolutely. We see a lot with diabetics or people that have, take a lot of medications or have a lot of things that they have to do to take care of their physical health. Once they're depressed, they start, not caring about taking care of themselves, maybe not taking their medications properly, not eating the diet they're supposed to be eating, and just a real lack of caring about their physical health, and their health deteriorates. So it's really important to address those depressive symptoms and get them motivated to take care of themselves and just feel better.
Right, and I think sometimes the family can play a big part in helping with this.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't have family, and so we want to provide a support system for those people. But the people that do have a support system or a family already in place, we want to get in there and educate the patient as well as the family and show them how they can best help their loved ones succeed in older adulthood.
Okay, well, if people are interested in taking advantage of Senior Life Solutions, what do they need to do?
Well, they can call our program, and you can ask for Lindsay, and I'd love to give anybody information about any of these issues. So.
Okay, well, actually, there's the number up on the screen, and of course, we'll put that number also on our website at 4stateshomepage.com. Lindsay, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We've got more coming up on Good Morning 4 States, and another look at news and weather is next.